Hello everyone and welcome back to Revival Tournaments. This is Gold Mason, back for another DPP commentated set. I hope you enjoyed the last double feature I did. Ty Carter unfortunately has told me that I am not allowed to do another double feature for this round, so I'm doing Ty Carter's set versus Mishimono to spite him. Ty Carter, you are a meanie head. Anyways, let's hop into this set. This is going to be a fun one, I think. I really like Mishimono's custom avatar. It's very goofy. Kingdra lead is not a usual one, and oh my god, is it Specs and just obliterated this Clefable? Already a terrible comeback, or a terrible start for Ty Carter. Thunder Wave on the Scizor. Are we going to see the Pursuit? No, we're actually going to see U-turn into Reflect. Gonna force... Yeah, force it out. Was that Specs damage? That did a bit. 41%. I'm going to see the Heatran come in. Heatran is going to put up Stealth Rock on the Thunder Wave. Not the trade I think that Mishimono was hoping for, because now the Clefable is going to get back to full. Breloom's going to get the Toxic Orb activation. We're going to see probably a Spore. Yep, Jirachee's going to go to sleep. I don't love the Jirachee sleep, especially... Oh, sleep talk? Fire Punch, never mind. I am immediately corrected. Great sleep target. We're going to see Breloom attack now. No, we're actually going to see it go to Heatran. And Latias does get the recover off, so Ty Carter is inching back in this game. We're going to see a full pair from Scizor. That is really nice to allow free rocks from Hippowdon. And now we're probably going to see Jirachee come back in. Scizor and then Latias. Oh, wow, no. Really well played for Mishimono trying to catch this Latias again. Going to see Reflect. No U-turn. Oh, that's so trash. Alright. Well... These full pairs are definitely allowing Ty to come back, but a crit on Hippowdon is going to let Kingdra in off the U-turn and get a big hit off. It's going to do that 52% to Clefable again. This is a roll now. Alright. Latias takes the Hydro Pump, going to get the recover off. We're going to see Scizor come back in. And nothing really wants to take this U-turn now, especially not Latias without a Reflect up. So Skarmory was going to be my guest last. So that does seem to take it just fine. Here's the Kingdra again, though. Big Hydro Pump. Oh, man. 74%. What's the Latias at? 90%? Yeah, so it can come in. Mishimono's going to try and predict it coming in. Does, in fact. And now we're going to see Hippowdon come in, probably to be sacrificed, but instead, Scizor Paras again! Oh my gosh. This is the worst mechanic in all of Pokemon. I hate full para. Absolutely insane. Mishimono off to an incredible start against the stall team, and then just the full paras on the super strong breaker just make it impossible to make any sort of progress. Yeah, Surf into the Latias is gonna blank. Mishimono's still trying very hard to like get as much progress down as possible. Skarmory is gonna come in on the U-turn. We're gonna see Kingdra come back in. No, we're gonna see Latias come back in. Latias is in. Gonna click Surf probably. No, Thunderbolt. So Skarmory's actually gonna go down. No spikes down. That's kind of nice for Mishimono. Rotom definitely going to do some work here. Substitute. Probably Thunderbolt. And not Hydro Pump, but goes for the Pain Split. Probably going to fish some Paras here if I had to guess. Because you kind of can. Decides not to go for it. That Fire Blast does not do enough damage to the Clefable. And we're going to see it heal up here. Is anything slept? Yeah, Jirachee is. Okay. Focus Punch? Raw? No. No Raw Focus Punch. And Catches the Scizor coming in. That is tough. That is tough. Alright, well, Scizor can be used as a sack later unless there's... Oh my gosh. Ice Fang, Hippowdon. No Roar on this Hippowdon. Ice Fang instead. Or Whirlwind, rather. But... Wow. Here's the Latias. Gonna click Draco Meteor. And actually, that's gonna do a lot here. Clefable is down to 15%. We're gonna see maybe Jirachee sacked off or Hippowdon damage. Yeah. Misses. Wouldn't have mattered too much because you're gonna probably switch out and then the Hippowdon was gonna click slack off, but instead the Scizor sacked off, you know. Here is the Kingdra. Just click Surf. Goodbye Rotom's health. This is going to be the last time that the Kingdra can really do anything. It's going to maybe get one more time to do anything. But Mishimono sends out Rotom as well. Probably Shadow Ball. No, Trick. Okay. Wants the leftovers. Got the leftovers. Hippowdon is now looking quite threatening. Especially since the Kingdra is so low. Big special defense drop, though. You can kind of... Yeah, this is the only problem, is that the Clefable is still alive. And the Hippowdon doesn't take that much damage swapping back in. You kind of have to predict that it's happening, though, but Mishimono is not making those plays. Here's the slack off. Yeah. You really gotta make the predictions. If the Thunderbolt was clicked there, like, that would have been, on the Clefable coming in, that would have been, like, literally game over. Or if, you know, Shadow Ball clicked on it coming. Yeah. So Clefable is slowly inching its way back up with leftovers. We are going to see the Thunderbolt, but it's not actually going to do enough. Clefable's alive again. Oh my gosh. Ty Carter has clawed inch by inch back into this game. Latias coming in on the Breloom as well. That's going to be a great momentum for Ty Carter. And yeah. Ice Beam's not going to do anything, but Heatran's not going to do anything unless somehow, yeah, I was going to say Explosion does something, but it's not going to do anything because you just put up Reflect. This is going to be the last time. Oh. That would have been the last possible moment that Mishimono would have been able to have something accomplished. Wow. Wow. And I mean, that's just the game, folks. Draco Meteor misses. The game is over now. Like, it was a bit of a 50-50 trying to catch Hippowdon with Surf, or Ty Carter predicted it. So tried to catch off guard, and now it's just over. Yeah, Breloom's gonna go down. Kingdra's not gonna be able to do enough before it dies to sand. Jirachi's gonna come in. Here's the Surf. And Latias is too healthy. So, oh, maybe not, but I mean, yeah, it's healthy enough and it's faster. That is just the game, folks. That's tough. That is a tough game. That was very tough. Good play from Ty Carter, though. I mean, literally crawled back into the game, clawed at every advantage possible, managed to, you know, a lot of hacks, but not on Ty Carter's fault by any means. You know, just like he played his game and got it. So, yeah. And Mishimono maybe didn't make the right plays. I'm not sure. Honestly, when you're so far ahead into full pairing all the time, it's like, all right. But maybe made some wrong doubles, I think. But is what it is. We're going to move on to game 2. Here we go. Zapdos and Flygon. Neither of these Pokemon were in the last 2 games. We're actually going to see Zapdos U-turn. Presumably that means that is not a Scarf Flygon, or it's a Scarf Zapdos, which would be a little interesting. Starmie Hydro Pump. Not going to do enough to the Latias. We're going to see a Iron Ball tricked over, but a Choice Specs received. And now... Okay. So the Metagross has Choice Specs. The Starmie has Iron Ball. And the other Starmie has Choice Specs back. So... It's very funny. Alright. So the Starmie actually drops to 2 Choice Spec Hydro Pumps. Very cool. We're going to see the Latias get slept. I hate Thunderbolt Para, but no Hidden Power Ice on that Zapdos, it looks like. Oh, big! That was a crazy Earthquake call. But it worked. Tycarter Thunderbolts into the Flygon. So it was a speed tie, is what you're telling me. It was a speed tie the whole time. And it looks like both Scarfed or Banded Flygon and 328 or 299 Zapdos. I don't know. But fucking crazy. Critical hit Thunderbolt from Rotom is really annoying because it meant that Tycarter had to go for the crunch. And it let it switch out not free, but like, you know, decently enough. Flygon's going to go down to the Hydro Pump. And that did 21, so not quite enough, but it slept, so yeah, it's just going to go down to the Thunderbolts from Rotom to allow something else in. And actually, Mishimono makes an awesome play. Goes to the Metagross that's Choice Spexed. Because does not want to get trapped by the Scizor. And wants to be, yeah, exactly. Wants to be in on the Starmie. Now, Thunderbolts, 2 Thunderbolts would kill the Scizor, so... Well, or a critical hit. So, yeah, really well played for Mishimono. Managing to stay cool after the first game, and pretty cool team as well. I really like this team. The Zapdos versus Flygon turn 1 was so crazy. Alright. We're on to game 3. Here we go. Zapdos versus Empoleon. That lead matchup is always weird because, like, if the Empoleon is like Specs or not Specs, but like Hydro Pump with Torrent does a lot if it's teched for Zapdos. And, yeah, it's always a weird matchup, but we're gonna see a Leech Seed to protect Breloom. Gonna go to Blissey actually. Blissey's interesting. Are we gonna see Stealth Rock from both? Yes, we do. Now the Empoleon's gonna leave, but mission accomplished. Yeah, Specs Empoleon. Ooh. I'm so sorry. Not Specs Empoleon. Rocks Empoleon is not gonna have a lot to do to Blissey. It's going to be like Hydro Ice, probably. And actually, Blissey is looking really strong into the entirety of this team. Nice Focus Blast. And a Spadef drop, so could go for a second one. And actually goes for Substitute to catch the swap. Really nice. The Gengar, you know what I didn't notice before was that the Gengar was Item not revealed, not Black Sludge or leftovers. Oh, there it is. It's Life Orb. That makes sense. That makes sense. Why I did so much to Blissey. That's my fault. That's my fault. I missed that. Alright. Another Focus Blast. Really well done from Mishimono, catching all of these swaps. Gengar getting a ton of mileage, and a dead Blissey is really strong against this team. Lots of special attacking threats. But there's a Clefable. Clefable is also able to take those special attacks. Less reasonably, but... or considerably. Surely Iron Head spam is not the best play here, right? Like, yeah, here's a Force Palm. I like this team from Ty Carter. I've used it before as well. I believe I won a set against Christos recently with it. Yeah, there's a Shadow Ball from the Gengar. Does so much damage. Goodbye, Breloom. And not a lot of damage from the Starmie. It's looking like a defensive Starmie. Zapdos is allowed to roost, but rocks are gone now. And they're back. Paralyzed Clefable is like perfect for Ty Carter to start attempting a sweep. Earthquake's not doing a lot. A reminder that for some of the ADV gamers, Magic Guard Clefable, paralysis doesn't work on it. Here's a trick from Latias onto the Jirachee. That might be the last thing stopping a Clefable sweep, actually. Yeah, full paralysis doesn't happen on Clefable. It's fucking awesome. But also awful. Because it's Clefable. We're going to see a Roost. No, actually a Thunderbolt. Starmie's going to go down. But Mishimono Zapdos is traded off in return. That is a trade for sure. Mishimono is happy with. Another sub from the Zapdos. This is looking like Ice Zap. So... yeah, this is looking like Ice Zapdos. Is it just stalling Swampert out of Ice Punches? Is that our plan? Alright. Earthquake? Yeah, down it goes. Nice play from Mishimono. And now the last hope for Ty Carter is this Calm Mind Clefable. And honestly, it does look like it would be able to do it. Potentially. We'll see. Barring a critical hit from Earthquake, of which there are 10 left now. Clefable is gonna... oh, there's a crit. And that's it. That's the game. Alright. Yeah. Ty Carter had to dodge 10 crits. And after a few of them, that was it. So Swampert is back up to full. Jirachee has to attempt Iron Heads. Presumably will die to... the rest of this team. So yeah, there's an Earthquake. Oh, and it's Choice Scarf. So yeah, it's got to get through. Empoleon as well. It doesn't have enough Iron Heads to do that. This is game over. Okay, well, if you crit, never mind. If you get a crit, you don't get the flinch, so that's the way it is. Okay, well, hey, that was a game. This Life Orb substitute Pain Split Gengar just went absolutely insane. as well as the Swampert. Like, this combo went really well. Really good load for Mishimono. Nice try from Ty Carter, but wasn't able to take it home even after that amazing round one, or game one comeback. But well played from both, and we will see... yeah, we will see you next time. Thank you for watching.